Hi guys, it's me again. I know it's been a while. I've been super busy with stuff. I can't believe how fast the days go by. And with that being said, your first cup of coffee in the morning should be the way you start your day, right? Should be good. And usually it is always good when you follow the recipe. But when you don't follow the recipe and the coffee's not good, it's just cream, the color of the wall, what do? That's the question. I mean, do you walk away paying $7 for a cup of coffee that wasn't good? Or do you request that they do something to fix it? Right? Common sense would tell you, well, someone's going to ask to have it fixed. That's what happens. I asked for something to be fixed, and now I'm the problem. And I don't understand that. It's usually not even my coffee that I'm asking to have fixed, so I don't understand what the issue is. This is in reference to a vanilla cream cold brew. It's just the cold brew, the flavor, and a splash of cream. Here's the situation. I walked in, the coffee is the color of the wall, and I asked if they can put some, give me a side of cold brew or just top it off with some cold brew to see if that would fix the issue or the problem. And she says, oh, sure. And then she gives me the cold brew, and I pour it in there, and I try to mix it up, take a taste, and it still tastes like cream. There's no coffee flavor. So I asked her, I was like, oh, do you mind remaking this drink because it's super creamy? She goes, oh, you don't want it creamy? I'm like, no, if you could just make it according to the recipe, that would be really great. Oh, so you don't want it extra creamy. And I was thinking, well, I'm wondering maybe the person ordered it extra creamy and I was just out of the loop and maybe I was in the wrong. So I asked the question, oh, was it ordered extra creamy? Just curious. I mean, I'm trying to see if I'm wrong here. So no. I'm like, oh, okay. So she remakes the drink and the drink is fine. The issue is that even though she had an attitude about it, or she was pushing the extra creamy, I'm the bad guy. I went in the next day or a couple days later, and I go in there most of the time, and it's a $7 drink. You want to have it made right. If I wanted a whole cup of cream, I could just stay home and do that, right? But I'm going for Starbucks because the flavor of the coffee is something that we enjoy. $7 a day, mind you. Hello? So the next time that I go in there, or a few days later, I go in there again, and I walk in, and I'm seeing a different barista, like purposely pouring the cream. Not a splash, but I see her pouring it, and here it is, rising, rising, rising in the cup. And she hands it to me. And I'm thinking, okay, it must be all right because I can see the cold brew on the top and it's a little cream on the bottom. Once it all mixes together, it should be fine, right? She knows what she's doing. So no. It ended up being, again, same color as the wall. And so I have to bring it back in, and I asked her if I can have additional cold brew for the top because it's super creamy. And then as she's like, oh, sure. And as she's going back to go get the cold brew, she says something to the person who is standing outside or inside the employee office. And then she's like laughing about it, kind of. And then when he comes out of there, he looks at me and he smiles like, so you know it was about the coffee and how it's creamy, and the girl who probably made the mistake before was like talking about, oh, she's like, she asked me if it was ordered that way and da 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 da. It's like, no, I'm always pleasant. I'm always just asking questions because maybe I'm wrong. I'm just trying to figure out what's happening here. I shouldn't be bullied because someone's not following the recipe. And the thing that makes it a problem is that the ingredients are being wasted now at these locations. Time is being wasted. Payroll is being wasted at these locations. Energy and efforts are being wasted. And I'm being bullied because the coffee isn't being made right. And I ask for $7 of coffee to be made correctly. I shouldn't be the one with the problem here. I haven't even spoken to their manager about it but now I'm going to have to. And it's frustrating. Why can't people just be decent people and own up to their issues? And if you didn't make it correctly, learn how to make it correctly. There's a recipe for a reason, because Starbucks has recipes so their coffee will taste good. So now you're representing the company in a poor fashion, because not only are you not following the recipes, but now you've got a problem. You're giving a problem to your customer, and that's not cool. So now I have to say something to the manager, because it's not all right. And then I'm going to have to wonder, are they going to do something to my coffee now every time I go in? Because, hello, now I had to complain to their manager. I just don't understand. Just make it according to recipe, and if you mess it up, it's not a big deal. Just own it. With that said, you guys, if your day starts off crappy because your coffee wasn't done correctly, it's like, what would you do? Would you just walk out of Starbucks with a cup full of cream? You're not paying for the cream, folks. Or would you ask for it to be made correctly? It doesn't matter if it costs $7. It doesn't matter if it costs 2 cents. And it doesn't matter if it was free. It should be made correctly. I don't know. With that said, even still, the day can be a great day. Just find something in it. The fact that you are able to ask for more coffee, or the fact that you are able to even buy a coffee. That's something to be grateful for. I don't know. Thanks for being here, and make it a great day. Take care.